Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Breath of the Wild, and in this episode we are going to try to do both of the shrines on top of the Dueling Peaks. Last time we, climbed up here, and we're going to take on the shrines that they have to offer. Hopefully we get them both done in this episode, and then when we get these two shrines done, we will have enough spirit orbs to get another upgrade to either our heart containers or our stamina wheel. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to definitely increase the stamina wheel. Because, man, am I spoiled by the amount that I had, like, in my original playthrough. I had 3 whole wheels, now I just have 1. Alright, so I can just go ahead and jump down and use my parasail to get down to this one. Um, this shrine is lower than the one on the other side. You can barely see the top of it right there. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of climbing to get up to that one. But the thing is, with these two shrines, in order to do them, unless I guess you have the combination memorized and written down, which actually I do have the combination written down. See the thing is, with these shrines, there's a certain combination you didn't know. And, well, we'll see when we get in. I'll show you. Alright, it's called Twin Memories. So, that's a pretty good name for this shrine. Because, if you put 2 and 2 together, you think, well, Twin Memories, well, there's 2 mountains with a shrine on each one. So, yeah, um, the way this shrine's put together is going to influence the solution to the puzzle to the other shrine on the other mountain, and vice versa. So you can see there's tons of holes, and there are some holes that have balls already in them. So what you want to do is you want to keep in mind what position these balls are in. And then as it turns out, is that um, the position that these balls are in right here, that's going to be the solution to the other shrine. So they're going to be in different spots on the other shrine, and we'll have to move them into the position that they are now. So there's really nothing we can do here because we don't know what the correct combination to this particular shrine is. So the correct combination will be revealed to us in the other shrine up top. So really, I can't do anything here. All I can really do is just look at the combination, and and what I actually did in my original playthrough, I caught on to this right away. I guessed right that this is what they were doing with this shrine, or with both of these shrines, because that's and that's really what Twin Memories got me. Is that okay? We have to remember one for the other shrine. So I should have wrote these down, but I am actually going to not refer to piece of paper, because the piece of paper is right next to me right now. I still have that little envelope that I wrote it on the original playthrough. So I could go ahead and just cheat and use that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to play it the way you're supposed to, as if, I don't know, maybe I can pretend like the combinations change, or maybe it does change. I don't really know. I doubt that it does change through playthroughs. I'm pretty sure it's the same combination every time. But anyway, let's stop babbling and actually get this one memorized. So it's starting from top to bottom. It's 5, 1, 2, 3, 2. 5, 1, 2, 3, 2. So we gotta remember that for the other shrine. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this one and go to the other one. So, again, that shrine is a little bit higher than this one, so we do need to climb. I guess generally it would be better to do that one first, because then you can just jump on down to this one. But then again, I guess in order to solve it, you're going to have to go back up and climb anyway. So, looks like there are a couple pretty obvious spots to climb over here. So hopefully we can pull this off. I don't know. I mean, this is pretty steep otherwise, but I mean, clearly they have these 2 spots to encourage you to climb up here from the inside the peaks. I really hate to start another episode off with... well, really, I didn't start the last episode off with climbing, but I ended it with climbing, so there's a lot of climbing in the last couple bits of footage, I'm barely gonna make it up here. This is exactly why I want to get the stamina upgrade right away. So I'm not gonna make that. There's no way I'm making that. So I'm gonna have to find a way around. Luckily, the wind does play a factor in this game. You can tell it's blowing to my right. So maybe if I can float around the mountain, use the wind to my advantage. I don't think that's gonna help much. I'm gonna have to go. I'm just gonna have to climb. I mean, so I kind of almost wasted my time going that way. Well, no, because I got the combination to the other shrine, so I didn't waste my time going in there. So now I know it's 5, 1, 2, 3, 2. 5, 1, 2, 3, 2. 5, 1. I don't want to sing. I can almost turn that into a song if I wanted to. But yeah, what I did in my original playthrough, I just wrote it down on a piece of paper, so I could just refer to that right now to make this faster, but I guess I want to demonstrate the way it's really supposed to be done. So that's what I'm going to do. Doesn't look like it's too difficult to get up. It looks like we might actually have a Korok here. Is that what I think that is? No, that's a bird. Never mind. I thought that was a Korok flower. You know, like one of the ones that moves around as you touch it and moves to like 5 different places. Ooh, there's a bunch of birds flying up there. I wonder if that means anything. Yeah, I remember in Wind Waker, whenever you saw a bunch of birds flying around one spot, that meant that there was like a, what was it, a giant squid there. So I don't know if that means anything, that there's a big flock of birds just flying around up there. I'm actually kind of interested to find out. Let's see, I mean, this game's pretty smart. There's a reason for everything in it, it seems like. And I wouldn't be surprised if that meant something with those birds up there. Luckily, this shrine wasn't too difficult to get to. It seems to be something up here, so I want to check it out. Always want to explore everything when you're up in these places, especially these difficult places to get to. They climb all the way. You know, you want to have to go all the way up to it. Oh, okay. I know what I have to do here. So there's an apple on this one, but in front of this statue, but there's no apple here. It's actually pretty creative what they do here. This is yet another way to unlock a Korok. So you drop an apple down in that. So yeah, every now and then you'll see those two. You'll see these statues with apples in front of them, and then there'll be one that's missing one, or maybe two that's missing an apple. So you just drop an apple down, and you make the Korok appear, and you can go ahead and take the apples back for your eating pleasure whenever you need to. Alrighty, so let's go on into this shrine, the Veneer Shrine. And we're gonna keep in mind that combination. Again, it's 5, 1, 2, 3, 2. And this one's also going to be called Twin Memories, and as you can already see, we have a identical structure on this shrine. So let's go ahead and read this, see what other clues it gives. The shrines on top of the peaks share a connection. Their memory, the answer to the other's question. So, in case you didn't figure it out, and maybe, you know what, that might have been how I realized that the two shrines were connected, and that the solution to one was the solution to the other, if that made any sense. So, I know the solution to this one is 5, 1, 2, 3, 2, but first, before I solve it, you want to make sure you look at how it is right now, because then that will give you the solution to the other shrine. I kind of wonder what would happen if you solved this shrine before looking at the combination. Would you just have to guess on the other shrine? I don't know. Like, I don't know if it would revert back to this formation if I were to solve it and then come back in, and then it would be back here. But anyway, I digress. This one is going to be 2, 4, 1, 3, 5. 2, 4, 1, 3, 5. So even numbers and odd numbers, so that's easy to remember. I'm kind of glad that I did it in the order that I did, but this one's a lot easier to remember the combination, because, you know, it's even numbers and odd numbers. 2, 3, or 2, nope, I messed it up. 2, 4, 1, 3, 5. So, in case my memory is really bad, I should be able to remember to keep that one in mind. This 51232 is a little bit more difficult to remember because you have numbers repeating. There's not really a pattern to it. You know, like you would think that you would see one of each number, but there's no. I guess the fourth spot is never used. So I guess that's what makes this tough. I don't know. Like this first combination. Okay, that one's already in the right spot, so this should solve it. 5, 1, 2, 3, 2. Right? Uh-oh, that's not good. That's really not good. That's really not good. Okay, I was a little bit off. It was 51242. So, I almost went back to check on the other shrine. The good thing is, if you did forget, if you did forget the combination, as I did, you can actually warp back to the other shrine to go on in, and you don't have to climb up again. So, yeah, now it's good that I did do this shrine second, I guess, or first. Or, yeah, I guess I did this one first, technically. Because, again, the combination from this one to use in the other one is easier. Again, it's even numbers and odd numbers. So that one's 2, 4, 1, 3, 5. I should remember that one. Yeah, I actually haven't demonstrated warping yet. That's something that I just brought up back there, but I haven't really touched on it. So warping is something that you gain access to whenever you complete a shrine. So if I wanted to, I could just warp over to this shrine using a fast travel, I guess you would call it. I guess that's what they call it, but I just call it warping. So in case I did completely forget what the combination was, I could just traveled back to the other shrine and then travel back up to this one, because you actually gain access to the warping whenever you reach the sign. You don't the shrine. Ugh. Yeah, so you don't even have to complete the shrine in order to be able to warp to it. As long as you get to it and maybe activate it by going inside, then you should be able to warp to it. So, yeah, the shrines will act as warp points throughout the map, which can be very helpful. I'm going to try not to use that to get around the world unless I really, really have to, because like I've said many times before, you know, the main appeal of this game is the journey. It's not the destination, it's the journey. So, I'm going to try to refrain from warping as much as possible. Sure enough, I looked at it wrong. See, it's 51242. And I'm pretty sure if I go back and listen to the recording, that's what I said, too, when I got in here. So, I must have just looked at it wrong. I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this solved. I don't think it really matters what ball you put in what spot, as long as, you know, the correct hole is lit up. So, 2, 4, 1. This one's actually closer to this one, so I'll go ahead and draw this one here. This is number 5. Hey! Nope. Get in there. And this one's closer to 3, so yeah, it doesn't really matter, I guess, what ball you put into what slot. That should be the solution to that one. It is. I forgot to look around for chests in that other shrine. I don't think there are any chests in either of these. Oh, and the ladder's on the left side as opposed to the right side, so it is kind of mirrored, I guess. Alright, is there really nothing else here? Yeah, it's rare to come into one of these and not find at least one treasure chest. so this is gonna get us our fourth orb. So now we can actually use warping in one of the few situations I would use it in, which is turning in my spirit orbs for an upgrade. So let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, as I said before, any shrine that you have activated, not necessarily beaten, but activated, you can warp to. Any shrine around the map. So pretty soon that once you get done with the game or very far into the game, this whole map will be just littered with warp points. But anyway, oh, and also, not only shrines are warp points, but also towers are warp points as well. So the Dueling Peaks Tower, we could warp there. Um, what I'm actually going to do is go ahead and warp to the Great Plateau Tower. Actually, is that really the best place to go? See, where I want to go is the Temple of Time, which is where the statue is that I'll pray to and get my, what's going to be a stamina upgrade. I guess I can go ahead and just, yeah, go to the tower, because again, the towers are really high up, so you can just float straight from there. Alright, in a rare instance, we'll be going back to the Great Plateau. Eventually, once we find another spot where a goddess statue will be, because there are tons of them throughout the world. Really, in every major town in the game, there's a goddess statue. We'll pretty much have no reason to come back to the Great Plateau after we unlock another nearby goddess statue. But for now, we have to deal with this one over at the Temple of Time, so we'll go ahead and float on down to it. And we can relive old memories of not too long ago, I guess. There's really not much to see here. I guess maybe I could cut out straight to the temple. So that's something interesting. If you pay attention to the music around the Temple of Time, it is actually a extremely slow version of the Temple of Time music that you hear in Ocarina and what else is it? Twilight Princess. So that's pretty cool. I was trying to have you to kind of slow down for you guys to hear it, but it's almost too slow to even really be worth showing off. So if you ever come to this area and just kind of chill out and listen to it, you'll probably hear the Temple of Time music slowed down. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, so that is our first stamina wheel upgrade. So about a fourth or maybe like a fifth will be added onto your wheel, like a fifth of a wheel will be added on to the one you already have. So that is pretty cool. Very, very useful. Every little bit counts. The thing about upgrading stamina is like, you'd think you'll be invincible at times whenever you upgrade so far, but there's still going to be places where you're going to be like, I wish I had more stamina. So it's pretty vital to upgrade this thing. Alright, so warping back to the higher of the two shrines of the Dueling Peaks. Something's about to attack me. It's one of these things. So I'm not going to waste my time with it. We are just going to go ahead and go this way. Hopefully I'm going in the right direction. No, I'm not. I want to go this direction. I see a shrine down there that's starting to almost distract me. But that's not really close to where I want to get to. You can see it right there. Can you see it? There's a little yellow spot. I'm tempted to go for that just because I see it. That's generally the way that I play this game, is if I see something that it's a point of interest, I'm probably going to go towards it, but I'm going to resist that shrine and keep going in the direction that I want to go in, which is north. Uh-oh. I forgot about the stamina. Hopefully I cannot die from this. Okay. I was able to use that last little sliver of stamina to keep myself from dying and to use my parasail. I completely forgot. Even though I just upgraded my stamina, I still completely forgot that I'm not invincible with it like it once was. Do I want to get my horse back? That horse was really a pain in the ass to me. I could try to get a new horse. There's some hanging out right here. I really don't want to waste the last part of this episode on trying to get in our horse again. It can be slow sneaking up to him, and I really want to make some good progress here. And I guess I did just get 2 shrines, but it just doesn't feel like I've made much progress here because I've just been warping around and cutting out footage and just did 2 rather basic shrines. I haven't had much action in this episode, so let's try to get some action here. We can kill some birds. Why not? Is that the first time? Yeah, it's the first time we've gotten drumsticks. I think I've already said this before, but the meat you get from birds pretty much is equivalent to the meat you get from other animals, like the steaks and stuff. It's just different looking. From what I know, there isn't really any difference. Alright, so we have a sign here at the fork on the road that shows, that points us into the direction of 2 different villages, Kakariko and Hatieno. So that's exciting to have 2 villages rather nearby that we can get to. But we're going to go towards Kakariko first, because that's where, well, the king told us the Impa was. So we're going to go there. We're kind of going to be going between the 2 villages in the next, portion of our journey. See if we can find anything interesting on this bridge. Usually you can find Koroks like underneath the bridges, but I'm not going to mess with that because I don't really want to jump in the water and have to make my way back up. So we'll just keep on going. I should be close enough to Kakariko that I can get there in this video. Yeah, I totally should have taken a horse just to be faster, but I didn't. Oh well. Is there more stuff to break down over here? That would be nice to get some more gems early on. There's some flint. That is very useful. We're going to be needing to collect a lot of that. What you can use with flint is you can create fires with it, which makes sense. That's what flint does in real life whenever you really need to make a fire. So yeah, if you have flint and you later, actually we can probably do that now. We can collect some wood, because I'm sure I have an axe of some sort. Let's go up to this tree, shall we? And something you can do is chop down trees with your axes, or really anything that's sharp enough. Doesn't have to be an axe. Chop down the tree, and then you can hit the trunk one more time, and then you actually get a bundle of wood out of it. Apparently that wasn't my first time getting wood, because it didn't give me the jingle. So yeah, if you drop down wood and hit flint, I'm not going to demonstrate it now, because I don't want to waste my wood. Oh, get away from me. He wasn't really trying to attack me, but he was... I didn't like the way he was walking towards me. Those things will attack you. A lot of the animals will attack you in this game. So I'm surprised he didn't try to attack me right there. But yeah, anyway, essentially to make a fire, you drop down wood anywhere, and then you drop down a piece of flint along with it, and then you hit the flint with I think it has to be a metal weapon. You hit the flint with the metal weapon, and that will create a fire, as long as it's not raining. We've been lucky enough not to see rain yet. Now we are going to talk to this guy. His name is Hestu. This is a giant Korok, and he is key to, making use out of the Korok seeds, the many Korok seeds that you get in the game. So, turns out with this guy, he is missing his maracas. Some monsters took him away from him, and we need to go get him back. So we will go ahead and do that. But we will be doing that in the next episode. So, we'll be doing the priceless maracas. Really, I mean, it says it's a side quest, but it's really a pretty important quest to do right here. So we definitely need to do this. So next time on Breath of the Wild, we're going to go get this guy's maracas back.